Alright, it's time for the question we've all been waiting for. A 96 deep well plate versus the 2-inch cryobox. Which one's better? So, they're both absolutely amazing. I mean, this 2-inch cryobox, every grid is actually labelled. You can fit larger vials in here, which might be needed for your samples. Still, in the 96 deep well plate, this one's actually barcoded, and actually if I was to take off this little lid and show you up close, it's labelled as well. I think it's actually alphanumerical in this one, so that's very good. So all the samples are labelled, we know where each sample is. These vials are slightly more thin, they're nice and tall though, they're still 2ml vials. Now in the 2-inch cryobox we can get 100 vials. In this thing we can get 96 vials. But what happens when we actually put these in racks and put them in the freezer? Because I'll tell you now, it's not a really similar amount of vials you're storing. So it's really interesting. So this is the Haier 86L828J. It's quite a deep freezer actually. It's a very common freezer as well, since it's so price competitive. Now we can get 6 racks to store either of these on each shelf. But if we were using these, we can get just about, if the racks are made perfectly, 5 of these per tray. Whereas with the 96 deep well plates, which only store a little bit less samples, we can actually get 7 of these per tray. Now if I was to fully rack this freezer, like we've got here, 5 high racks, 2-inch cryoboxes, we are going to be able to store 60,000 samples in total, given that each of these are filled up to max capacity at 100 samples each. However, if we swapped over to the 96 deep well plate, now wait for it, it's not 60,000, it's not 65, it's not 70, it's actually 80,640 samples we can fit in this freezer. So that's, just making this a little bit more compact than this. The overall outcome is actually pretty phenomenal there. So yeah, that's my take on it. Storage capacity is very important. Think how many freezers less you'd have to maintain, power, and buy, just storing your samples really efficiently. In fact, I've got a friend who works at a biobank, one of the most largest ones. It's actually a UK Biocentre, and I know they absolutely love these little boxes. Now I know why. Thanks for your time. Any questions out there? Anything you'd like me to cover as a case study? Please let me know.